Hello, my name is James Hester, and I am here to share a presentation with you about various technology education websites that would be useful in the classroom setting for both teachers and for students. The three websites that I've selected to analyze and critique for this project are BrainPop, Common Sense Media, and Discovery Education. Some of the benefits of technology education. It can be motivating, and research has shown that students will produce higher quality work if they are motivated to do so. Technology can be one of the number one ways to motivate the 21st century learner. Another benefit of technology education is that it is adaptable. It can be adapted or adjusted to meet the needs of an individual learner by providing them easier to navigate sites or more challenging ones if they are ready for those. Engagement is another key with technology education. Keeping students engaged can be certainly a struggle for many teachers in different school settings, especially in the middle school setting where I'm part of. And providing students engaging content has been shown to limit and reduce off-task behaviors. And finally, autonomy is another positive benefit of technology education. And it's an important piece of education because by giving students an opportunity to take ownership of their learning by providing them with many different technology resources, which can further their learning, it will help them along in the process as they play an important role in their own education. The first site we're going to focus on is BrainPop. Some of the benefits to BrainPop in particular, BrainPop characteristics of that website. It's a playful website, so students are offered games, movies, and other activities that could make the learning more fun and enjoyable. BrainPop is also offering a reflective piece where the site can challenge students to initiate their curiosity as well as lead them to reflect on their own learning. And we know when students reflect on their own learning, it can be more meaningful to them. It's also educator focused, so there's a lot of different resources that are additionally offered for teachers to partake in or to learn from, and certainly offers teachers various tools to implement into their lesson plans. And there's also a global aspect to BrainPop in that it provides activities to connect the students with the world around them. I've got the website there if someone wanted to peruse BrainPop. Some pros of BrainPop. We're looking at the pros and cons. Obviously, some pros, it's fun and engaging. And when anybody sees something fun and engaging, particularly students, typically they will tend to want to go to that site or towards that site or revisit that site if they've had a positive experience. It's very interactive, helps to foster critical thinking, some of the activities on there, and learning through play has proven to be beneficial. Some cons, there are not very many opportunities for collaborative learning on BrainPop, so it's more individualized, and we know students can thrive off of partnerships with other students or off of collaborating on various activities, but BrainPop, as I peruse the site, seemed to offer more of an individual element. The next site that we're going to discuss is Common Sense Media. Common Sense Media is customizable, okay, which essentially means that it can meet the student's needs, standards, and it's research-based and can also be used as a literacy tool. So um, it's important that any type of activity or any type of site that is implemented in a classroom is standards-based or has been developed based off of research, and so that the learning that the students are getting from that site, there's some background been done on it, and that it is developmentally appropriate, etc. And then I have the website there as well. Some pros of Common Sense Media. Again, I mentioned it's developmentally appropriate the way the site is laid out, so it is geared to meet the students where they are as they're growing. It's also user friendly and very easy to navigate and peruse for the user. I like the fact that it was culturally responsive as well. In other words, they have created their lessons in order to meet the needs of many students, whether they are English native speakers, English language speakers, English language learners, students of different populations or ethnicities or cultures could also partake in this website and get a good amount of benefit from it. And so that's why I listed it as culture responsive as well. And this site serves to build character education in that they have a pretty sizable digital citizen program, extensive program, where the students can learn all about the important aspects of being a digital citizen, what that means, why it's important, etc. So, building character education through becoming a good digital citizen is an important piece of this site. Some of the cons of Common Sense Media, again, additional purchases needed for full educator access level. So, there might be some great tools on there that the educator does not have at the most basic level. And so if they wanted to look into more in-depth tools that they could utilize, they would have to purchase additional access. And this site is not available offline, so having internet access is imperative for student, teacher, anyone involved in the process. And the final site is Discovery Education, which has a swath of great tools and materials for students. But the top three things that I wanted to highlight is that this website is engaging. It is also standards based, which again is key, and innovative. There are always new activities happening on Discovery Education that students can visit and learn about. And then when they come back to visit again in a week or whenever they come back to the website, there's new and engaging content there, not just the same stuff that they visited previously. Some of the pros and cons of Discovery Education. Site has a cross-curricular model that allows the user to make connections from one subject matter to another. There's the opportunity for students to participate in virtual field trip experiences, which would definitely prove helpful if there was a student in an online learning model, or for those students who were at home during the COVID pandemic. They certainly could have had a virtual field trip experience through this website, and it would not have been the same as the in person visit, but certainly it was a viable second option. Additionally, there's also opportunities on Discovery Education for professional development for teachers. They can go on there and learn about best practices and learn about how to implement new and engaging content into their lessons. And I put the global education aspect there as well, because the activities on this website offer students a chance to learn about the world around them. And it offers them interactive activities about different areas of the world and different aspects of the world. And so there is that global education aspect as well. Some of the cons of this site, there's definitely internet requirements, and the operating system is important when you're visiting this website. So depending on which operating system you have, the site may be functioning better or not as well. All in all, I think these three sites definitely stand out as high quality technology tools that would help students to be as successful as possible, in addition to helping teachers in their planning and delivery of engaging and meaningful content. And here's a list of my references. Thank you for taking a look at this project, and hopefully it was informative.